Today we're going to be checking out the Logitech Zone Vibe 100 headset. This headset's going to be perfect for someone who's taking calls all the time that works from home or in an office environment. So included in this box was the headset, of course, a USB-C to USB-C charging cable, a fabric drawstring bag that is used to carry the headset around with you, and last but not least, the box which has the instructions printed on the sides. So my first impressions with this headset, I mean, this thing is extremely lightweight. I'm holding this and it feels like I'm barely holding a headset. The lightweightness of this headset is going to be very nice for people who are on sales calls or customer support for hours and hours on end. You're not going to feel that strain on the top of your head. And speaking of the top of your head, you can see that this arch right here, it is going to be made fully of fabric and it's going to be very comfortable when it's sitting on your head for long periods of time. The earmuffs do have memory foam built onto them, which is going to be very soft as well, and that's going to cause very little strain on your ears. And then these ear cups are going to be made of a fairly durable plastic, and they are going to have like a nice texture finish to them, which looks really sleek and clean. And then this headset can be adjusted for most head sizes. All you do is you pull on the headset and you can see it adjusts like so, and then the coiled cable kind of moves along with you. I will say the design of this headset does look really clean. It looks very modern and it doesn't look too busy or too minimal. It has like a nice middle balance in between with the design language. And the headset does come in 3 different color options. You can get it in off-white, rose, or graphite. And the color I have here is going to be, of course, using the graphite, which looks nice and sleek. And I am a fan of this darker color because you're not going to see the imperfections as this thing starts to get dirty and used over time. In terms of durability, this thing can definitely take a beating. If I do some bend tests, I mean, you can see this thing wobbles and swivels, and it can definitely, be dropped around and thrown around, and it should be fine for the most part. Now we do have some buttons built onto the headset, and the first one to note is going to be this call button. So what happens is when you're taking a call, all you do is press it to answer it once, and then if you want to decline the call, you just double tap it. Under the call button, we're going to have a volume up and volume down button. That's pretty straightforward. And then under the volume knobs, you're going to have a power switch button, which toggles to turn the headset on or off. And then once you turn it on, you can see that the light is blinking, and that means it's ready to be paired via Bluetooth. And then if we flip over to the other earmuff, there's going to be a pause and play button that pauses and plays your music. And then the microphone does have an invisible control. Basically, if it's propped up like this, it's going to be on mute. If you prop it down, it's gonna unmute, so that's gonna be pretty intuitive, where you can just quickly flick it on and off, and no one's gonna be listening to your conversation. Now in terms of battery life, this thing is gonna last you for up to 20 hours with just listening, and with speaking into the microphone, it's gonna last you for up to 18 hours. So on average, I would say somewhere between 18 to 20 hours is the expected battery lifetime before you have to charge it. So in terms of comfort, if I put this on my head, you can see this thing looks pretty cool overall. It has a very sleek and clean design. I'm a big fan of this design language, and I think this is a very cool looking headset overall. And if I prop the mic down, this is what it's going to look like. So if you work in a professional environment, whether you're taking calls from home or work in that office environment, this thing is going to look good overall, and it's not going to look embarrassing. So we got our MacBook Pro. Let's go ahead and connect this headset to see what the audio and microphone actually sounds like. So to connect the headset to the computer, all we do is toggle it on, and you're going to see this button starts to blink. Then once you go on your computer, all you do is hit the connect button, and then you can see we are now connected. Now you can hear what the microphone quality sounds like on the Logitech Zone Vibe 100 headset. So here we go. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. And then I'm gonna have some audio playing in the background of people talking. So here's what it sounds like with the microphone that I'm using to record this video. So you can see there are people talking, and now let's switch over to the headset microphone to see how the active noise canceling is actually working. So the people are talking in the background right now, and right now everything is coming through this microphone. And if we switch back over to my main microphone, you can see that there is going to be a bit of a difference there in terms of how much audio is coming in to this microphone and then back to the Logitech microphone. So as you can tell, the microphone quality sounds good. You can definitely get your point across clearly while speaking with people, while avoiding a lot of those background sounds. Now let's test out the audio quality on these to see what they sound like. So I'm listening to some fairly chill music right now, and I would say it sounds okay for the most part. It's using 40mm speakers. The basses, the mids, and the highs, they're all like average at best. These aren't going to be more like audiophile headphones. These are going to be more focused on the microphone. But overall, for listening to music while speaking to people via the microphone, this is going to be an all-around good headset. I don't think you'll be upset with the audio quality if you have used something like the Apple AirPods. These are going to sound comparable to something like that. Now, in terms of noise canceling, these do an okay job at canceling out some of my surrounding sounds. I can kind of hear like the knocking as I knock on my desk. It's not going to be like completely cutting all the sounds out with something that has active noise canceling like the Apple AirPods, but overall it's going to do a pretty solid job at removing some of those surrounding sounds. And then you can pair these headphones up with the Logitech Tune software, which gives you more customization settings with how the microphone works along with the actual sound of the audio coming in via an equalizer. And the software is going to be compatible with both Mac and Windows. So overall, this is going to be a solid headset if you're looking for something to take calls on that's going to not disappoint, especially if you have surrounding sounds in your environment. If you'd like to see all of the software settings this headset has to offer, be sure to click the video up here. And with that being said, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.